Ukraine 0, France 2 then. Let's just take a look at how Group D looks after that victory for France. Of course, favourites to advance. They're in the group alongside Iceland and Azerbaijan. Iceland with a comfortable 5-0 win today. For more on this, let's welcome in, shall we, former French international World Cup winner. Frank Leboeuf joins us. Frank, for those who didn't see the game, tell us about it.
Well, as Ali mentioned it, for 65 minutes, France were the only team on the field. I mean, Ukraine tried, but they couldn't. The first time that I can say that I saw a really very good French team working together, every individual trying to chase, including Kylian Mbappe, chasing the ball when they lost it and everything. That was a real unity. I was a little bit worried at the beginning of the game because you had 4 forwards with Olise, Barcola, Doué, and Mbappe. But they managed to change, situations and positioning together, and it perfectly worked for the first half, mainly 65 minutes, and then we saw Ukraine coming back, and in 2 minutes they could have equalized, and but nothing much happened except Doué's injury and Dembele's injury, which is not a very good news for Paris Saint-Germain. On top of it, I was told that Luis Enrique fell on bicycle, so they have 3 injuries.
Oh dear.
But at the end of the day, Mbappe came back to become the Mbappe that we know, that when he gets the ball and 1 against 1, he's unstoppable. But I have to say that I saw 2 big players today. On top of saying that Upamecano and Konate have been excellent, Tchouaméni in the middle of the park, but especially Michael Olise with his finesse, his hard work for his team, and the talent that he has offensively. Those 2 players have made a difference for France.
You mentioned Mbappe, Frank. What's the narrative been like around him, of course, given what's gone on with him and Deschamps over the last 12 months?
Everything seems to be okay in terms of being the captain. In France, there is an article today that's saying that mostly French people don't like him as a captain. They recognize his talent as a player and what he can achieve, but they don't want to see him as a captain. I think we try to make stories about what can go wrong with Mbappe. Today, I saw somebody who tried to work hard. I think he listened to the message that Deschamps is trying to send, that everybody has duties, and Mbappe is trying to do his best. He's going against his natural aspect of the game, of thinking of the game, but he worked hard today to help his team, and he scored a goal. And I think he just joined Thierry Henry as one of the top scorers with the national team. It says a lot about how effective he can be.
That's it for you today, Frank? You're on extra time as well, though, yes?
Well, hopefully, yes, because I'm listening to you. I listened to you. It was very nice to listen to you guys, but I want to be more involved. That depends to you.
Wow. I didn't know.
He's upset with the coach.
So, Italy 5, Estonia 40 shots. What? The floodgates really open.
Well, they have a shot. There were no gates.
So let's just remind you who are in Italy's group. They're, of course, with Estonia, Moldova, Israel and Norway. Italy sit 3rd with 6 points after their 3 matches, chasing Norway at the top. For more on this, let's welcome in Gab Marcotti. Gab! Gab is very much passport photo mode, and we love it. Gab, what did we learn today?
Well, I think above all, we learned that Moldova are not very good. There was a lot of trepidation.
Estonia.
Estonia. There was a lot of trepidation about Rino Gattuso's first game in charge because a lot of us had some major doubts about him. But I think he put out what possibly Italy's strongest 11. He went with the 2 strikers. And, man, that first half, they were creating chances. They had a lot of the ball. All that was missing was either the final pass or the finish. And then, as you said, against a team that packs the box the way Estonia do, once you score, once they have to make substitutions, then you have a lot more space to play in. You gain a lot more confidence. And I don't believe I have ever seen an Italian team, let alone the Italian national team, put together, what was that, 4.43 expected goals, missed 6 big chances during the game, 40 shots on goal. Yeah, it's just cut from a different cloth, but it's important because to win the group, they don't just need to win the rest of their games, they also have to go and win the goal difference battle if they want to avoid the playoffs.
You mentioned your reservations about Gattuso, Gab. Are they shared by others?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. And I say this, with the greatest of love of Gattuso, who I first met something like many years ago, like more than 3 decades ago, when he was a young player at Glasgow Rangers, called up to the Italy under-21 side. His record as a manager has just been extremely patchy. He's made some questionable decisions. He's said some questionable things. But, he just wanted a chance to kind of give it a go again with the national team. And given the way things ended up with Spalletti, really couldn't have been any worse. It's almost easy to say he's a player's coach. He's going to motivate the people. He's going to beat his chest. He's a tough guy. What's encouraging here is he also realized that Italy needed some attacking football. So he went out there. This is arguably Italy's most skillful 11 right now. We can debate Orsolini in there, possibly for Zaccagni, but he came on as a sub anyway. But this is what we got. And 2 center forwards who are physical, who work a lot, and 2 wingers to supply them with crosses, plus Di Marco supplying crosses. It's definitely the way to go in this way. He called it right, and the team responded. Now on to Israel, who they play on Monday in Debrecen in Hungary.